Miriam, this book in my hand is titled Abundance, and it was written in 2011. It is a goldmine of ideas for both Tharaka Invention Academy and Tharaka Invention Circle. It's a call to arms for those of us ready to create a better world. Forget scarcity. It's all about abundance now.
A better world, eh? Tell me, Prof, does this better world come with a line item in the budget? Or is it one of those dream big and the money will follow things?
Not quite. The authors Diamandis and Kotler make a strong case that abundance is already achievable. It's not about wishing for miracles. It's about leveraging exponential technologies like AI, 3D printing, and renewable energy to solve real problems. They say we're at the edge of creating solutions to food shortages, clean water access, even affordable health care. And guess what? The tools are already here.
Tools, yes. But are they in Tharaka? You've seen our struggles. Failing crops, overworked women fetching water miles away, young people migrating to cities for non-existent jobs. How do we bridge the gap between theory and our reality?
That's the beauty of their argument. They show how places like ours can leapfrog traditional development paths. Look at mobile phones. Africa bypassed landlines entirely. Similarly, we can use solar panels, rainwater harvesting, and simple AI-driven irrigation tools to bypass decades of failed infrastructure policies. Imagine training our Tharaka Invention Academy students to build affordable, locally sourced vertical farms, fresh vegetables grown year-round, using 80 less water.
I'll admit vertical farms sound exciting, but how do we scale something like that? Even if Tharaka Invention Academy teaches people to build them, what stops the local middlemen from jacking up seed prices or hoarding resources?
Good question. The book talks about decentralizing power, literally and figuratively. Technologies like blockchain could help communities form cooperatives where transactions are transparent and fair. You set a standard, no middlemen siphoning off profits. Combine that with education on entrepreneurship, and people start owning their futures.
Blockchain in Tharaka. Prof, we don't even have stable electricity. Half the time, my phone's battery dies before I can finish an email. How are we supposed to power this future?
That's exactly where the book shines. Diamandis writes about solar grids transforming rural India. Entire villages now run on microgrids powered by the sun. It's cheap, reliable, and scalable. We're in one of the sunniest parts of Kenya. Why not start here? Tharaka Invention Academy could train technicians to install and maintain these systems. Tharaka Invention Circle could partner with solar companies to make them affordable.
Solar grids, vertical farms, it all sounds amazing, but what about clean water? That's still our biggest challenge. Every year, the community watches their crops fail and their health decline because of contaminated water. What's the book's solution?
Mukweti, you'll love this. Dean Kamen, one of the innovators mentioned in the book, invented something called the slingshot. It's a small machine that can turn any water, polluted rivers, raw sewage, even seawater, into clean drinking water for less than 1 Kenyan shilling per liter. The technology exists. The challenge is getting it where it's needed.
1 shilling a liter. Now you've got my attention. But here's the catch. Who controls these devices? What's to stop companies or governments from monopolizing them?
And that's where Tharaka Invention Circle comes in. The book emphasizes the role of local organizations in scaling and democratizing innovation. Tharaka Invention Circle could be the bridge between manufacturers and communities. Imagine piloting 5 slingshots here in Tharaka, showing how they work, and then lobbying for wider adoption.
Fair enough. But here's my worry. The book assumes people will embrace change. In my experience, there's resistance. Why fix it if it's always been broken? How do we inspire people to dream beyond their immediate struggles?
Inspiration comes from visibility. Diamandis talks about the rising billion, those at the bottom of the economic pyramid who are gaining access to technology and opportunities. When people see others like them succeeding, they start to believe it's possible. Tharaka Invention Academy's role is to showcase these stories, Imagine our students creating short films about young farmers doubling yields or entrepreneurs building solar-powered kiosks.
Stories do stick. But let's address the elephant in the room. What about those in power? Won't they see these changes, clean water, decentralized energy, empowered communities, as a threat to their control?
Absolutely. The book doesn't shy away from this, but it also points out that disruption is inevitable. Look at the printing press, the internet. Every leap forward met resistance, yet progress marched on. Our job is to make it harder for anyone to stop this momentum by creating a groundswell.
Speaking of resistance, the book doesn't seem to account for the psychological toll of poverty. People here are tired, Prof. They've been fighting for survival for generations. How do you help someone believe in abundance when their daily reality is scarcity?
By starting small. Diamandis calls it the adjacent possible. The idea that big changes begin with small, achievable steps. For example, we teach a family how to build a solar water heater or grow vegetables in sacks. When they see immediate benefits, they're more likely to trust the bigger vision.
I like that. The adjacent possible. But let's be real, Prof. What if abundance is just another buzzword? What if all this talk of exponential technologies is just Silicon Valley hype?
Skepticism is healthy, Miriam, but the evidence is undeniable. Infant mortality has dropped by 9 to last century. Life expectancy has more than doubled. Mobile phones have given billions access to information and markets. The world is changing. It's up to us to make sure Tharaka isn't left behind.
You're starting to convince me. But let's bring this home. What's one thing that Tharaka Invention Academy and Tharaka Invention Circle can do today to start this journey toward abundance?
Tharaka Invention Academy can launch a course on practical technologies for abundance, teaching students how to build and repair things like solar panels, water filters, and drip irrigation systems. Tharaka Invention Circle can mobilize the community to identify their most pressing problems and start partnerships to address them. One small step for Tharaka Invention Academy, one big leap for Tharaka.
All right, Prof, you win this round. Let's give it a shot. But if this abundance thing doesn't work out, I'm blaming you when I'm still fetching water at dawn?
But when it does work, you'll be sipping clean water while charging your phone with solar power. And I'll remind you who started it all.
Hello, dear friends. My name is Professor Singer, and I teach invention courses at Tharaka Invention Academy in Kenya. Whether you're just starting your creative journey or already nurturing your inventive spirit, our academy, through its book, The Strategic Application of Ever So Powerful Artificial Intelligence, as well as its online courses, equips you with the tools and guidance to transform ideas into impactful solutions. Innovation is for everyone, and together, we can turn challenges into opportunities and make a transformative difference in your life, your career, your community, and perhaps the world. We'd love to join you in your journey.